synthesizers, Dick man. How come we're climbing this towering skyscraper?
We must get to the CampMidnite studio, old chum.
Ah.
Excuse me, let me ask you, what are you guys doing out here? I mean, what is this, the dyslexic duo?
Do not fear, good citizen. Go about your business.
My business? So I got the flying Melendez outside of my conversation pit. When I moved into this building, it was a no-climbing apartment. Look, I've got Satchel asleep in here. Do you mind?
Be at ease. We shall not disturb the toddler.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, tell you what, you want to come inside and maybe, you know, mispronounce allegorical and didacticism? Or, in your case, Dick, how about thee, that, and I?
Holy Hannah and her sisters, Dick man. It's funny, man. Woody Allen.
Oops. Actually, it's interesting you should mention that. I'm sort of moving in a new direction. My next film is a darkly serious look at urban angst, sort of in the style of Ingmar Fellini.
Poor demented fool. Remember September?
I didn't like that one.
I like his funnier old ones better, don't you?
Bananas.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I think you got it wrong, guys.
Much funnier. Much funnier.
I
I don't
like
know.
that.
Yeah, Annie Hall was good. That was a real...
It's USA's Camp Midnight, starring Dick Wilson. Join Dick and his guests, Burt Ward, Lois Bromfield, Paul Wilson, Fred Wellman, and Jorey Hussein, with music from the Broken Homes. As always, Scooter Peach in the band. And now, here's your host, Dick Wilson.
Thank you. Hey, hi. Oh, yeah. And what a warm response that was. Thank you very much. And welcome to Camp Midnight, the hottest little Friday night show done on the USA Network in a small studio on Van Nuys Boulevard. Okay, well, that doesn't bring it down too slow for you. Hey, Scooter Peach in the band. Say hello to Scooter. Scooter.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'm so excited. We have finally received, we've talked about it, and we received a fax message that I want to share with you, Scoot.
That's worth some applause.
Yeah, a fax. Yeah, we've got a fax machine here. This says this came to us from Worcester, Massachusetts. Fax to us on our fax machine. It says, to the guy from the Midwest who has that new show on USA Network, greetings from Worcester, Massachusetts. Hello, Worcester. How the heck are you? This is a city nearly as unknown as you are. Talking about me, which is fine. Accidentally tuned in your show last night, and then the channel knob broke. But since all I could do was watch USA Network, I did. Pretty good show, nice set, okay? Low expectations up in Worcester, I can tell you that. Seriously, I like the show. It kind of reminds me of the Bob Newhart show that he does up in Vermont. Also, your voice is a little like David Letterman's. Isn't that nice? Although your band leader is better looking than his. I think... Oh, yeah! All right. Well, that was our one goal. We searched and searched and searched until we found someone better looking than Paul Schaefer, and I think we've done it with Scooter Peach, by golly. If you read this on the air, sorry, we can't do that. Please give your warmest greetings to Kyle Hepperstall, your #1 fan here in Worcester. And remember, this is signed by Bob, a highly sophisticated, intelligent, non-yuppie fan in what? Worcester? I can't say that. I'm not even going to try. In central Massachusetts. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Worcester. And thank you, everybody. Well, this is a very special program tonight because Valentine's Day is coming up before too long, and in honor of the love and warmth that is in the air at Valentine's Day, we put together a little part of our program tonight, and help me out here, Scooter, called the Cupid Connection. That's right. We've selected at random 3 individuals and a lovely lady from our studio audience before this show to play the Cupid Connection for us tonight. You, the audience, will be selecting in a very special manner here very shortly which of these lucky young gentlemen will be best suited to meet and go out and have a romantic night with our lovely, lovely lady. Matter of fact, let's meet our lady right now if we can, and let me tell you about her. She's 18 years old, she's a student, and currently single. So say hello to Debbie Dodge. Come on out, Debbie. There you go. Right up there. Have a seat, Debbie. Thank you. Well, Debbie, Debbie, I think you can feel the romance in the air here on the Camp Midnight set, can't you? Huh? Yeah. Debbie Dodge. Well, let me ask you just a couple of quick questions.
Okay.
What do you see as the perfect date? How would you describe that?
Someone who's, I guess, is easy to get along with and pretty nice.
All right. Do you have a lot of trouble with guys hitting on you, trying to pick you up all the time?
Well, I go out a lot of the time with just girls. My girlfriends and I just go out like dancing and stuff. So if a guy sees, you know, girls without a guy, I guess I get him up a lot.
All right, good. What's the one thing that tells you? What's that little trigger that goes off inside Debbie Dodge that says, this guy is for me?
I don't know. It's got to happen, I guess.
It hasn't happened yet, huh?
Well, I don't know.
Tonight may be your special night here on the Cupid Connection. All right? I tell you what, why don't we do this? Why don't we meet, ladies and gentlemen, our three lucky guys who have been selected from our studio audience. And Debbie, let's take a look at these guys, okay? First off, I'd like for you to say hello to... Ooh, thank you, Ted Nugent. The first thing I'd like you to do is say hello to our first gentleman, Scott Spangler. Scott is 28 years old, works as an engineer, and he enjoys golfing. Scott will tell us about his experience with blind dates.
Her friend was slightly overweight. I asked her, how much is slightly, 250 pounds? And she said, yeah.
Scott Spangler, Debbie. All right, let's take a look at our contestant number 2 now. Our contestant for your second choice in consideration, his name is Rich Fugate. He's 25 years old, he is a student, and he enjoys skiing. Rich tells us what he likes in a girl.
What I really like in a girl is intelligence. A girl whose IQ matches her shoe size just doesn't do anything for me. But what
We couldn't take him on from there. Rich Fugate, Debbie. Our third choice is Buff Cumston. Buff is a... Please, Buff is a 25-year-old fella. He's a tool salesman from San Dimas, California. He enjoys gardening, clay pots, and toast, and he has an interesting theory on why women are attracted to him.
Well, see, the thing is, I have this thing called the Buff effect, which is that women basically act repulsed to me because they really are completely desirous of the Buff essence.
Buff Cumston. Debbie? Well, I know your heart's a pitter-patter right now as we have looked at our three lucky contestants. Let's go to our studio audience now and vote. We will again show the three candidates for you. If you would show us with your applause, please. First off, of course, is Scott. All right, Scott. There's Scott. Here is Rich. And here is Buff. As Buff is working his way out here to the front of the studio, I want to congratulate this audience on making a selection, and we're going to talk to Buff here in a moment and send you on a very special romantic date that you'll be having here on the Cupid Connection. Here he is, Buff Cumston. Have a seat. Buff, yeah, come on in, have a chair. Buff, say hello to Debbie. Debbie, say hello to Buff. All right, there you go.
Hi, Debbie.
And as you know, folks, here on the Cupid Connection, we have lined up outside our door on Van Nuys Boulevard the CampMidnite limousine, which will be whisking you off to a very chic restaurant called Chez Scooter, which is not too far away here. We're going to be able to monitor what goes on off and on throughout the show and check in on your progress and just see how this little lovebird thing is coming out. Good luck to both of you. May love strike you very hard wherever you want it to strike you. And let's head them out the door. There they go. Buff and Debbie. Cupid Connection. Yeah, thank you. All right, there they go out the door towards Van Nuys. No, here. Buff looks like he's going to grab the... Well, no, the door was open.
Hi.
There's the CampMidnite limousine.
Oh, after you. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Kind sir. Appreciate it.
All right.
Hey,
And,
hey, this is great. Oh, my goodness.
whisking away
This is terrific, man. We're being whiskey.
to our lovely... There it goes. All right. On the Cupid Connection. And we'll see what happens to our lovebirds as we check in with them again here later in the program on the Cupid Connection. Hey, Robin, Burt Ward from Batman coming up in a moment. We'll be back in 2 and 2. USA Network. Dick Wilson, your host for the evening. Still to come tonight, Burt Ward, Lois Bromfield, Paul Wilson will be with us, Freddie Wellman, Jorey Hussein, and the Broken Homes group also. And right now, though, whenever I come back from seeing a great lineup of commercials like that on the USA Network, I'm thinking of food. What do you think, huh? Have a little food, everybody? All right. Tonight we are dialing up two guys from Italy. It's a pizza shop over in North Hollywood. And let's just order. You're all into pizza, aren't you? Huh? Yeah! I don't think anyone has ever said no to a pizza. Let's see if we can ring it up here. Two guys from Italy in North Hollywood. There's two rings. We'll add another $2 and get back to our movie. It's a busy place, so hopefully they'll be able to find their way over here for us. We'll let it ring one more time, and if they don't answer, I'll call them back in the commercial and get your individual orders for pizza. All right, let me do that. I'll tell you what, I'll call them in just a moment because I want to get our next special guest on. I'm going to order up, a plain, a pepperoni, onions, peppers, meatballs, mushrooms, hollowed out. Okay. We'll do it from two guys from Italy. We'll get it going here, and I'll call them when the commercial comes back on again. Because right now, I'd like to bring out a very special person. Our first guest tonight is the only person you could possibly think of if I said, holy ravioli Batman. Now Robin, the boy wonder, has grown up, and he's here with us this evening. Please welcome Burt Ward. Man, are we
wild crowd tonight.
I know, yeah. We're excited to have you on. Thanks for coming on Camp Midnite.
Hey, it's great to be here. I mean, this is a hot new show. I mean, everybody's got to make this show.
Well, I hope so, and we're glad that you got right here in the front of the line. Thank you. You know, I was so excited when I read over, I get all these things, folks, to read about people, and I said, well, Burt Ward, by golly, he was Robin, and that was a long time ago, but he's done so many other things. And we're going to get to him here in just a minute. But I want to ask you, 23 years ago, Batman, 23, how time flies, huh?
Yes, especially when you're having fun, climbing walls, getting tortured every week, still managing to survive.
Wait, 23 years ago you started. How many shows did you do at Batman?
We did 120 episodes. That was twice a week, the equivalent of 5 years of production done over a 2.5-year period. We only had 2 hiatuses. So one of them I did a play, and the other one I was up for a film over at 20th Century Fox, but unfortunately got turned down. Studio didn't want me to do anything else with Batman. Film turned out pretty good, too. It was called The Graduate.
Oh, The Graduate. Oh. Don't worry about
it. Holy letdown.
Yeah,
huh?
I can't even find it. Yeah, holy letdown. I can't even find it at the rental place anymore, so don't worry about The Graduate. You know, there were thousands of people who were auditioned for Robin.
Yeah.
And you won it.
Right.
What did they make you do when you went in for the audition, or what did you do that won it for you, you think?
Well, I had 3 auditions. One is the character of Dick Grayson, which was the alter identity of Robin. And that was just straight dialogue. Another one I had as Robin in the costume. And the third one they wanted someone very athletic, and I'm a black belt in karate, so I did some stuff. I broke a brick with my hand and broke a board over my head. I mean, you know, really intelligent things, but they were impressed.
They liked it, huh?
Yeah.
Well, okay, a new Batman feature film is coming out.
Yeah.
Your thoughts as the Batman Kingpin, what do you think about the new Batman movie?
Well, let me just say this. I understand they're doing it in a different style. I understand that Batman is portrayed as an ex-alcoholic and that it's extremely violent. And that's not my idea of a role model for kids. In fact, it kind of destroys the last role model for kids. So I'm a little upset about that, but maybe, again, I'm wrong, and who'll know? You know, I wish them the best. At the same time, I can't. My orientation is for kids. And so I like to do stuff that elevates people, not the stuff that brings people down.
You know, oh, good, yeah. You know, speaking of kids, let's just get right onto that subject right now, because you've gone above and beyond the Call of Duty with this. Tell us about what you're doing for kids right now.
Well, because I've traveled all over the world, and especially in the United States, making personal appearances, and it's really sad, but children, there's a lot of abused children. A lot of times children abuse other children. We have more crime in America than ever today, Dick. More violence, more corruption to the highest levels of government. And I wanted to make a contribution to our country, and I created a program with top psychologists called the Early Bird Learning Program, whose purpose is to teach children between the ages of 2 and 8 social values like honesty, truthfulness, sharing, caring, to teach children good health and safety rules, and to teach them critical thinking skills, decision making. This program has never been anything like this before in America, nor anywhere else that I'm aware of. So put together with some of the top people in the world, we put this together to try to change our country for the better, to try to have a place that's safe for us to be able to go out at night, to be able to go to a movie theater and drop your child. But we don't have that anymore in America. And my idea is, let's teach children values while they're young, and then maybe they'll demonstrate those as adults.
All right, I think we have a clip, yeah. Brad, do we have a clip of that? Okay. Burt, let's show a clip of the early bird learning system, okay? Let's take a look at it. You can kind of see what the kids are seeing in the school.
Gas?
Right.
Yup. It smells very strange. I hope you can all learn what gas smells like, so if you ever smell something strange, you tell Mom or Dad. In fact, children are sometimes better at smelling things than grown-ups. Grown-ups may have bigger noses, but yours are better. And to tell you a secret, yours are also cuter.
All right, good.
You know, Dick, what's nice is when you capture children's attention, because they have short attention spans at that age. You capture attention, then you teach. Yeah. And that's our whole concept.
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. Thank you for doing that. I mean, how did you come up with this idea to start doing this?
The personal appearances across the country for all these years, and I've met so many kids. I've actually had 7,000 personal appearances, right at 7,000. And I've handed out almost 5 million autographed pictures over the last 20 years. So I've had a chance to meet probably more people than even politicians do.
Yeah, well, good luck on that.
Thank you.
These are autographed pictures of you as Robin?
When I make my personal appearances, yes.
Okay. I wanted to ask you one other Robin question, because I know that the comic books had a call-in or a vote-in, and they killed Robin off. Your feelings, please?
Well, there was a soft drink company a couple years ago that changed their soft drink, and all they did was end up selling more soft drinks, and maybe somebody's trying to sell more comic books.
All right, there's one other thing. This, not only is he the boy wonder, but he's the man wonder also. The normal person reads 200 words per minute with 40% comprehension. Burt, tell us how many you read.
Well, I studied for 3.5 years, and I got my speed up to 30,000 words a minute with 90% comprehension.
Oh, yeah. How many pages is that? I mean, what is that?
Well,
give me a sample.
When I was at UCLA, I think I read War and Peace, 1,442 pages in 45 minutes. And I got lucky. I got an A on an essay final the next day.
Gosh. I do good to get through the Sunday paper in the course of a day.
Well, it's really serious business when you read like that at that speed, because you're looking for who, what, why, when, and where. You do indented reading, space reading, and, you know, you go... It's business. I mean, it's not for pleasure, it's for business.
That's incredible. All right. Well, how about movies? You got some movie stuff going on.
Yeah, I just finished 2 films in the last 6 months. One of them is called Kill Crazy. It's about an ex-Vietnam War veteran who suffers through the horrors of having been in war. And that one will be out this summer. And another one I just finished about a week ago is called Star Quest. And it's kind of set in the 22nd century where a genetic engineer falls in love with a star woman. It's exciting for me because this is the first time in my career that my name was above the title of the film. So I really like...
All right, yeah.
Holy ego boost.
Well, you're a busy guy. What do you do when you're at home and you want to relax and take it easy? What do you do?
Well, this has been a kind of an off week for me. I've done 4 television shows this week and a national Canada broadcast. But I like to go scuba diving, and I like to play tennis, and I like to go horseback riding, and I'm very into sports. I just wish I had a little more time to do them.
Well, Burt, here's a small book called These Are the Russians. Would you read this real quick? And after our commercial break, tell me about it, okay? I don't have time to read it. Burt Ward. Also, we want you to sign and bite a cup.
Oh, all right.
All right, there you go, okay? We'll be back with Lois Bromfield in just a moment. I can tell the romance is in the air there at our special Cupid Connection couple as they're trying that date out that we set them with earlier in the show. We'll check back in with them a little bit later in the program. But right now in the program, one thing we'd like to do is something that has become just, it's almost foaming at the mouth in its popularity, and that is things that sound dirty but really aren't. We've asked for people from all over America to send us on mail or fax those things that sound dirty but really aren't, and we have 3 we'd like to share with you here tonight. First off, from Fresno, California, David Luft sent us one in, and he has suggested beef jerky. Okay. Oh, good job, David. That's very nice. From Northville, Michigan, Marilyn Kiefer writes in. Marilyn sends in this very special one, and it is Fort Dix. Now, you may wonder, of course, where we get a picture of Fort Dix, and by golly, you can just look in your monthly issue of Forts Illustrated. There it is right there. And I'm looking forward to that swimsuit edition. It'll be out. Hey, look at the Quonset huts on those babies. Yeah. Finally, our third, Things That Sound Dirty But Really Aren't, was sent in by our own staff, and they have nominated our very own regular performer that we're so proud of, Carolyn Schlitt. Carolyn, how are you? Now, that certainly is. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, Caroline Schlitt. Okay. That really does sound dirty, Caroline. Now, you're a young actress out here in Hollywood. Why haven't you got a stage name?
Actually, Dick, Caroline Schlitt is my stage name. My real name is Caroline Fluck.
All right, thanks a lot, Caroline. Folks, I know you have laying around the house there this evening things that sound dirty, and you're wondering, Dick, what do I do with them? Here's what you do with them. Send it to us in care of Camp Midnight, Post Office Box 189. We're in Hollywood, California, and will be until the big one comes along, 978. Or fax us this stuff, and it's area code 818-843-FAXS, the wonderful fax machine. And if you do send it, and we do use it on the air, you'll be receiving an 8x10 of Peter O'Toole. So, okay, here we go. We'll cut this out of the show so you won't see it really on the air, okay? Really, guys, you'll cut it out. Peter O'Toole. There it is. Okay. All right, Peter. That's real fun. Send those to us. Our next guest, let's get her out here because she's waiting back there, and she's waited for forever, and we want to get her out here for you. She's a very funny comic. And she can be seen all over this great country of ours, as well as the Las Vegas Strip time and time again. Please give a warm Camp Midnight howdy hi to Lois Bromfield.
Oh, boy. Hi. Okay. Oh. Well, we're having the best time, aren't we? My God. Sorry. Well, I'm glad to be here. I'll tell you, I had a great time driving here. Had a real good time driving here. It was nice. I saw a woman in a car next to me who had very bad PMS. Very bad. She was sitting in the back seat going, She was licking the windows, and she had a little collar on. Kids were throwing biscuits at her. It was bad. So. Bad. Not a pretty story, but one that needs to be told. So I'm a blonde, which is kind of frightening. It's very frightening. Yeah, I'm a natural blonde, too. Yeah, with a big black line down here, so. You know, I'm Canadian originally, which is kind of scary, because I was afraid of coming to California and becoming one of those California blondes. You know, the type with a little hole in the back of the neck with the air blowing through, you know. Yeah, it's bad. I don't know, when I first moved here, I was very scared, though, because I'll never forget the first time I saw a California beauty contest. It was frightening. They had the 10 gals up there, you know, and they were sharing a brain. And, it was kind of scary, but you know, they always ask them questions, get to know their personalities. Well, this one gal was perfect California material. You know, she was 18 years old. She had long blonde hair, very long blonde hair. Went like out windows and under cars, miles away. And she was great. She had the IQ of a donut, and she felt good about herself. But she was classic. They said to her, let's get to know you a little bit, and she was great. And they said, talk to us a little bit about yourself. And she went, hi, okay, 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 hi, okay, hi, okay, 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 hi, okay, hi, hi, I'm really excited, okay, and I hope I win, okay, 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 and they had to smack her. And then they got to her skill testing question, okay? Very exciting, very serious moment. There's a drum roll. The MC turned to her and he said, what is the capital of Wyoming? Dead seriously, she went, okay, 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 I know the answer, okay, okay. The capital of Wyoming is W. Okay. You know. Now, so she won. She won. And, oh, I don't know. No, us blondes are all right. What can I say? I don't know. I'm getting kind of older now. I'm 33 years old, which is kind of exciting. Yeah, it's very exciting. Well, it's bad because they say when you turn 30, you start to reach your sexual peak. Well, I don't know who they are, but I'm going to hurt them when I find them. I'll tell you that. You know, you're reaching your sexual peak at the same time your car insurance goes down. Which I think is kind of dangerous when you're on edge, you know. And it's been a while. And you're behind the wheel, you know. You see a nice-looking guy crossing the pedestrian walk. I'm going to get him. He's mine. Over the hood. Come on, pal. And then you got to drive past high schools to find guys in their sexual peak, so. It's not good. Come on, get your books, get in. Someday you'll be driving, yeah. Oh, it's bad. I just broke up with a guy after like 3 years we were together, which is like a, yeah. Yeah, all right. She's unhappy, all right. She's bummed out. No, we broke up, and we were together for 3 years, like I said, and we broke up. My friends treated me very strangely. You know, I don't know about you people out there, but when you break up, your friends treat you real pathetically. They really do. They treat you like a dog. They kind of do. My friend called me up, you know, and she said, "Hi, Lois. How you doing? Are you okay? You okay? Do you want to go out? Do you want to go? Yeah? Come on. Come on. Come on. We're going in the car. You can put your head out the window." Well, let me get my collar and leash. I don't know, but I still get street hassled, which is kind of a compliment in a way, you know? I mean, if you're getting to be an older gal and you still get whistled at, it's kind of neat and it's kind of annoying, but I'll never forget the first time I got street hassled in Hollywood. It was great. It was classic. Car drives by with about 5 guys in the car, and I'm walking along on the street because that's the kind of gal I am. And I'm walking, and I hear this from a speeding car. Woo! Ow! Woo, 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 woo! All right, hey, woo, hey, woo! Woo, 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 ow, ow, ow! All right, hey, woo, 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 woo! Ow! All right, hey, Blondie, where you going? What are you doing? Hey, woo, hey, woo, hey, woo, hey, woo! Woo, 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 ow! And this guy thinks you're gonna date him? Thanks a lot. You guys are very sweet.
All right, good. There you go. All right, Lois. Well, I think you can tell how many guys want to date you in our audience here tonight, huh?
I know, and they're all at their peak, and that's important.
We loaded the place with guys at their peak. Good to meet you. Thanks for coming on Camp Midnight.
Yeah, well, I love it.
Well, we didn't get a chance to talk right before the show, so tell me everything about yourself in the last 33 years in about 30 seconds here.
Yeah, well, I'm a lovely woman, and...
And what's this? You're from Canada. Why are there...
Yeah.
What is it about Canada that we get so many funny people out of there?
Well, because it's very boring, and all they do is drink beer, chain smoke, and try to get a green card to come here. No, Canada's actually a great place, and I started doing comedy in Canada, what, 11 years ago now, a long time ago. And I don't know, it's just you can't, there's no clubs. There's not very many clubs in Canada to work at. And down here in California, there's lots of clubs, and they put up with us, so.
Were you really afraid the first time you came to Los Angeles? Was it a scary situation for you?
No, I wasn't afraid. Actually, the thing I was most afraid of were some of the men in Hollywood, because they're very slick, you know, very slick guys. The kind of guys who wear the shirts with the hair attached, so I was kind of scared of that. It all comes off. It's all one piece. The Rolex, the shirt, it's all there. But, it's fun. But actually, no, I was not afraid, really.
So what kind of fun things are you up to now? What's happening in there?
Well, right now, I did a video about a couple of years ago called Sorority Girls from Hell.
I've heard of that. Tell us about this now.
Well, it's a charming title.
Yeah.
And it's just a video about college girls and about this one girl named Irma who goes crazy and kills them all. It's a charming video. And actually, though, it's gotten a very good following. It's really nice. A lot
did you go to did you do college? Did you do Can you do something? Did you do?
Feel free.
Yeah. Did you do some sorority? Did you know sororities? Did you take this from real life people?
No, I did not. I made it all up. I invented it. I never made it to college. I'm proud to say that on television. Oh well. Hi, Mom. No education. Good luck in the future. No, I did not make it to college. No. No,
Lois,
I did not.
I wish you would please make it back to Camp Midnight sometime. Can you do that for us?
Sure, I will.
All right. And
well, you know what? I will, because right across the street is the bingo hall that I go to every Wednesday.
Oh, good. Yeah, wonderful.
I love that.
Yeah.
Bingo.
That's what we love about Van Nuys.
Yeah.
Would you, we need you to B&S, bite, and sign a cup for us, okay?
Oh, bite the cup?
Just put a little dental impression so we can always identify it. Just,
You mean surgical?
just put your teeth in there. There you go, okay? And now
Very feminine. Thank you.
sign it up for us. Lois Bromfield of Camp Midnight. Our Cupid Connection update coming up. We'll check in on that. Welcome back to Camp Midnight on Friday night. Thanks, Scooter. Nice music. I'd like at this moment to check in on our Cupid Connection, our lovely couple that started our evening out that you, our studio audience, chose and sent out on our romantic date here for Valentine's Day. Let's go back. Is that microwave system set up, Brad, or we can go to the restaurant?
You got it, big guy.
All right, let's take a look right now and see. Let's take a look and see. Where are they? Where are those
It's a
folks?
wonderful feeling, you know what I mean? Because
looks like they're having a romantic time. Let's listen in.
A terrific time. It's a filet mignon. And I mean, this is best friend. No, but after, very good. Speaking of which, the filet mignon, a flaming yawn. So, what, oh, I gotta tell you something. I having a nice time? Got your nose. So, oh, look, it's Mr. Swordfish. You know Mr. Swordfish? Remember those cartoons where you Mr. Swordfish finding on the thing, and then he went over the thing, and then Mr. Swordfish went through the flaming yawn and found in the salad a mermaid. You know, I'll tell you something. When I was a kid, I remember, you know, I really enjoyed myself. Were you like cheerleader or anything like that? Or, cause I remember when, this is really funny, because I remember, I'm okay. Food's delicious.
Okay, I don't think we want to hear that story from Bob, but it looks like a romantic evening. It looks like a very romantic evening going on, and we'll check in with them later on our Cupid Connection to see just if love strikes here tonight. Well, during an earlier commercial, I did get the two guys from Italy Pizza Place on the phone. They were real busy, so busy serving up all the great pizzas, and they got the food over here real quick, and it's time to eat! Yeah! I'll tell you what, let's just take a look and see who we have here. What do we have? Let's show, we ordered up a variety of kinds here. We got wonderful looking pizza. Hold this up. This is the, there you go. Here we go. Here's the vegetarian one, you Californians, no pushing and shoving, okay. Here's our mushroom, and we got a lovely cheese pizza, and looks like a nice sausage one over here also. So it's good eating by all. Come on up, let's have a little bite, okay? Yeah, work your way on up here. And while we do that, we have our network, just, yeah, right in front of me, it's no problem. It's an inexpensive show. No, really, it's no problem. While we're eating, let's enjoy our network stipulation video. Remember, USA Network makes us do this. So it's a bit risky this week. We're going to go out on the limb now and saddle up with a country tune from Hank Williams Jr. entitled Young Country. Let's do it on Camp Midnight. Young Country, Hank Williams Jr. See all those stars in that thing? Good going, Hank Williams Jr. Hey, Paul Wilson's coming up from It's the Gary Shandling Show in just a moment. Stay with us on Camp Midnight. Welcome back to Camp Midnight, folks. Man, oh man, we're glad you're spending your Friday nights with us. Next week's show, got a great lineup of guests. I hope you'll join us. We've got Dana Sparks from LA Law, Jason Hervey from The Wonder Years. Hang on just a minute.
Take them. There's macadamia.
Hold it.
Macadamia.
Wait a minute. What's going on over here in the audience? Ma'am, is this something that you can share with the rest of the audience?
Oh, it's just me, Mrs. Fields.
Oh.
Debbie Fields. And I was in a studio, and I just thought I'd pass out some of my cookies to your hungry audience.
Well, folks, it's Debbie Fields, the cookie lady. Come on down. Yeah. How are you?
This is a treat.
Can I have one of those cookies?
Well, actually, they're all gone. Your audience ate them up. Hi, Skippy.
It's Scooter.
Oh, you're aggressive. That can be a hindrance. we're surly.
Guys,
Stop that.
how's the cookie business going?
Oh, it's very good. We are opening all kinds of new branches, and recently I've been touring women's correctional facilities to tell them about me. And I recently met with Squeaky Frome, and she's very excited about the muffin line.
Oh, I'll be darned. You know, how did you get started in this whole cookie thing?
Oh, it's an interesting story, you know. I was sitting at home one day watching television. This was after I married my husband, Randy, of course. And I was eating a cookie, and it was hard. And I said to myself, we need a soft cookie. And a dream was born.
Yeah.
And it's been exciting nonstop ever since.
Well, you've started up your own company. It's kind of like how we've started CampMidnite, you know, out of the black and into the life. Maybe some tips. Do you have any tips for us?
Oh, well, thank you very much. I would love to. Let's see. You really have to look inside yourself. When I wanted to start my business, I said to myself, I'm not a feminist. I'm a femininist. What do I have as a woman to help me succeed? And I came up with the fact that I have very nice brown hair, and it worked. Dick, you're lovably naive from what I can see. And you have nice glasses, that's good.
Good, okay. Well,
go for it.
Okay. I'll try it. Well, sure, thank you very much. You know, the problem I have, though, is with, like, the naysayers, the people who say no.
Yeah, well, that's true. When I needed to expand my business, the loan officers told me they thought my business would fail. And I wasn't afraid to be a woman and say, stop. You're hurting me. Needless to say, I was spontaneous and I got the money.
Yeah. So positive thinking does help then.
Absolutely, always. And lots of cookies. You know that. You.
Well, I know you, lots of cookies can help. Now, the problem I have, I've thought about buying them for my staff, but then the problem is they're very health conscious. They don't want to eat that kind of junk, you know.
Stop. You're hurting me. We use only the finest ingredients in our cookies, and we bake them in our stores daily to ensure freshness. And remember, they're heart smart, Dick.
All right. Well, I'll give them a try, okay? Boy, what a wonderful thing for you to stop by.
And remember my motto. If you chase money, you'll never catch it. But if you chase yourself, you always win. Okay?
Oh, yeah, the cookie lady, Mrs. Fields. Okay. Oh, yeah. There she is, the cookie lady, folks, Mrs. Fields. Oh, excuse me, Joyce Davis, one of our producers here on CampMidnite. Oh, gee, I got to do this. Folks, the chowder heads up in our legal department have asked me to read this for you. As regards the immediately preceding appearance by Debbie Fields, a.k.a. Mrs. Fields, please be advised that the said performance was entirely spurious and in no way represented the legitimate aforementioned Debbie Fields, a.k.a. Mrs. Fields, or any copyrights, patents, or licenses pertaining to her thence. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, that won't no Debbie Fields, okay? You understand that? Okay. Of course you knew. Of course you knew. Yes, of course you knew. I'll tell you, our next guest is a real live person who is actually here representing himself. Our next guest has had a long career in both films and television. You've seen him in My Best Friend is a Vampire, also Mork and Mindy and Cheers, just to name a few. But you may know him best as Leonard Smith, the Condo Association president on It's Garry Shandley's show. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Paul Wilson's interview. Oh, now, once again, Dick Wilson and Paul Wilson, no relation whatsoever that we know of. Is this right? Yeah.
In fact, my name is spelled with 2 L's.
I noticed that. How did you come up with a 2L name?
That was what I can hear myself now.
Oh, that's great.
I was born with it. And my parents considered having the second L removed, but they decided it wouldn't. The risks were too serious.
It would have been real expensive.
Compared to the benefits.
Yeah. Well, you've been involved on the Garry Shandling show for a good time now. What's it like to be on this guy? It's kind of breaking new ground all the time. What's it like?
It's like being in a place where the ground is breaking all the time. It's a lot of fun, and in a sense, the show is built from the ground up every week. So it is a kind of first-time feeling. So very often we'll go and we'll read the script for the week's show on Wednesday, and then they'll say, we're going to talk for about a half an hour, and you just go downstairs and wait in your dressing room, and then we'll get started. Then about 3 hours later, they say, okay, you can go to lunch. And then we come back from lunch, and we wait around for another hour or so, and they say, you can go home, be here at 11 o'clock tomorrow, because they're rewriting the show. Now, a lot of shows go through rewrites, but this show goes through more rewrites than any show I know, including rewrites during the actual taping of the show, which keeps it exciting and scary.
How many writers do you have on that show?
2. No, actually, we have... well, Gary, of course, is a writer.
Yeah.
And then there's Alan Zweibel, who's the producer, who is also a writer, and there are about 5 or 6 additional writers.
Yeah.
So there are lots of writers. And I wouldn't say that... No, it's not true. That old saying about too many cooks spoil the broth. No, they have just the right number of cooks, and they're all terrific people, and terrific writers, and they work till 3 o'clock every morning. And
great. All right. Well, you were involved in the 25th anniversary show a while back. What was that all about?
That was... there was actually no relation to the series. It was an imaginary Gary's 25th anniversary. And we beat Johnny by 1 year. And, it was a lot of fun to do. There were segments from past shows, like the guy who came on and said he was going to have this little concert in a farm in upstate New York. And they weren't going to have any seats or anything. They were just going to have a couple of portable toilets, and they're going to get a couple of dozen hot dogs, and would Gary like to be the MC? And, of course, he turned it down, and thus Woodstock became the popular smash it was. And Gary lost his chance to be famous 10 years earlier.
All right, it's a great show, and I think it shows it's a great show. It's showing on so many networks. I've lost track. The show is showing where now?
Well, it starts on Showtime, and then Fox gets to run it, and it's shown on TWA and...
Wait a minute, shown on TWA?
In flight, yeah.
In the plane?
Yes.
My gosh.
I've heard some people actually refuse to fly when the show's going to be on. But I think it's also available in shopping carts and inside matchbooks.
Yeah, I think so.
Especially marked boxes of Cheerios.
Well, let's turn the page here for just a moment. You do a lot of improv stuff.
Right?
Yeah, actually I do. Yeah, I think Burt Ward took all the pages with him when he left. Yeah.
You know, Dick Cavett used to be a page at NBC, too.
Oh, is he really? I've heard about those people, yeah. What about the improv stuff? You do a lot of improv thing. Where are you working currently? What are you doing on?
I'm in a group called Off the Wall. It's been at the Improv in Hollywood for... Oh, thank you. It's been at the Improv in Hollywood for about 8 years, and the group itself has been together for like 13 years in other places. We work there every Monday night, and that's a terrific group of people also. We do... everything on audience suggestions.
Yeah. Explain how this works. The audience makes a suggestion. They throw out any absurd situation they want. Has it ever come to you where no idea was there?
Where the audience was dead silent?
No, where they had an idea, but nothing came to you.
That's all the time, but you see, there's 6 of us, so there's always somebody who has an idea.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, there's times when you vault onto the stage with absolutely nothing going for you, and just grab onto something, you know, open a refrigerator or something. Usually something happens. Yeah. You have to trust the other people you're working with to spark you. And it
it's an incredible thing to do. It seems to be real scary.
Well, it's great because you don't have to rehearse. Yeah. I mean, that's the best thing about it.
Well, okay, when you're all through with all this, Garry Shandling and improv, and you go home, what's Paul Wilson do to relax, to take it easy?
I used to take off my clothes and watch TV.
Yeah?
But, and my wife would fall asleep on the couch next to me, or she'd already be asleep. But we just got a dog, and when I come home, I'm the new element in the house, and he wakes up and wants to play. So now I play with the dog to relax.
Well, we'll bring the chaplain out, and he can talk to you about that a little later. Maybe we can work something out, okay? Would you BNS a cup, bite and sign a cup for us to put on our Cup Wall of Fame?
Certainly I will.
Okay, that's wonderful. And here's the pin. All right, there's Paul Wilson on Camp Midnight. We'll be right back. Friday night, it's the place to be, and thanks for being in that place wherever you are. Still to come tonight, Jorey Hussein from Head of the Class, also the group The Broken Homes will be singing for us. Right now, though, our next guest is the founder and president of FUN, Fun Products Incorporated, which manufactures this, among all things. And I'm not even sure what this does, so maybe we better bring the lady out who knows more about it and have her explain it herself. Please give a wonderful Camp Midnight howdy hi hi to the Tupperware Lady of Sex, Freddie Wellman. How are you? Good to see you. Here we go with a little microphone here, because I want to hear every single word, so put that on there. All right.
I don't want you to miss anything.
And I see you brought a basket of goodies with you today. Well, what in the world is this? Well, first tell me about fun. Oh, can I? Oh, I can't for a moment, okay? Is there a car bumper handy? No, okay, yeah, we're fine. FUN, what's it stand for? What's it mean? I know it says fun, but what else?
Yes, FUN stands for us now. For women only.
Oh.
We're a home party plan, as you said, very much like Tupperware, except we have no burping bowls. We do have some rubber goods, but we also have absolutely beautiful, gorgeous lingerie.
Okay.
For men and women, for all sizes.
Really? Lingerie for men?
Yes. Well, you have some.
Oh, well, I guess this would be. Oh, yes. This is for a man?
That's for
sorry.
a man. And one size fits all.
How did the company get started? How did you get, you were sitting around the house one night and you said what?
Watching Tom Snyder on late night TV.
When I think of Tom Snyder, this comes to mind. No, really, what happened?
Well, we're all very thankful to Tom for helping us get the idea to start the company.
Okay.
And he had a guest on his show, and she was selling adult toys door to door, and I thought it was a good idea, and it was about time that women had the opportunity to check some of these things out. We left that up to you guys for years, and what do you know?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, aren't you glad that you don't have to worry about?
I really am. I'm glad that we've got some visual aids to work with now.
Yes.
Well, how does the typical party work? Do we need a helper from the audience to show some things?
At least one. Yes.
All right. Come up, ma'am. Yes. Have a chair. There she is. And why don't we set the basket up here, and that'll give plenty of room. Okay, is she all right?
Fine.
And what's your name?
Julie Cates.
Julie. All right. We're not responsible for anything that's going to happen to you here. But,
Hi, Julie.
Hi.
Have you ever been to a fun party?
No, I haven't.
You ever heard about them? Or?
Yes, I did.
Okay, well, one thing you may have heard about is one of our most wonderful lotions, and it's called Fireworks. Have you ever heard of Fireworks?
No, I haven't.
Ooh, some people out there in the audience have heard about it. It's the one that gets warm when you rub it, and gets hot when you blow on it, and you can put it anywhere you want. Calm down. And it's a wonderful massage lotion that if you breathe on it lightly, well, let me show you what happens.
Okay.
Okay, you might want to try a sensitive area of the body. You guys have dirty minds. The wrist. All of our products is concentrated, so a little bit goes a long way. And you rub it in, or if you're very fortunate, someone will do that for you. And when you breathe on it...
Is it warm yet?
Is it
feel warm?
Yes.
Is it hot yet?
Is it hot yet?
When she blows on it.
Okay, now taste it.
Oh. What's it taste like?
It's really sweet. Very sweet.
Taste again.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's see. What else is in this thing?
Cinnamon.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. Well, here, pull out a couple other things there real quick.
Pull out a couple of...
Get some of the bigger things.
Well, speaking of bigger,
What
this is another jock sock.
Yes.
And this is for the man who always is sure that he measures up.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Sure. Okay. Good. All right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Good. Well, that's that's wonderful. Well, there's a lot of great... How can people get involved in these parties? I mean, where can they get in touch with you?
Well, we are in Garden Grove, California. We have representatives all over the United States.
All right.
We have a toll-free number. Can I let the folks know?
Please do that, yes.
1-800-621-4841.
All right.
Our parties are for ladies only.
Wonderful. Fun parties. And ladies, have one so you can find out what the heck this does. Okay, this thing right here? Thank you very much. Freddie Woolman. All right. Thank you for being on Camp Midnight.
Thank you.
There you go. We'll check back with Debbie and Buff and find out how our little Cupid Connection is coming in just a moment. We're back. Hi, folks. Welcome back to Camp Midnight. I'm Dick Wilson, your host for the evening, and for a few more evenings until they take my name off the parking spot somewhere out here. We've had such a romantic thing going on. I'm very excited to find out what's going on. Scooter, if you could help us out a little bit here on our Cupid Connection, some of that wonderful romantic music that you have for us. If you just joined us, where the heck were you? Okay. Early in the show, we put together a couple and sent them out on a romantic evening as far as our Cupid Connection, and Buff and Debbie. And we have checked in with them. Let's find out exactly how things went and invite our lovely Debbie back out to find out how the date went. Debbie, come on out. All right, Debbie, good. You look like you're very happy and nice. Let me just help you here. I always enjoyed doing this. And remember, if you blow on this, it'll get hot, okay? Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I'll try yelling that out of a car window sometime. Yeah, blow on this. Okay. Let's get down to brass tacks. You, Debbie, Buff, romance is in the air.
No.
You leave... Well, just a minute now.
Okay.
You leave the building. You get into the limo. Tell me about it. What happened?
Well, all he talked about was himself. No, and he's kind of a jerk.
Well, wait a minute. Well, all right. Well, let's hear from Buff just a moment and find out exactly what his side of this story is. Now, you feel like he was definitely a jerk.
Well, kind of.
All right. Are we hooked up? Can we take a look at Buff and find out exactly what his part is?
Sure.
All right. Okay. Buff, your feelings, please.
Well, I really had a wonderful time, Dick. I had a great time. She's a dynamite lady, I gotta tell you. Had a wonderful time.
All right, thank you, Buff. Debbie, at dinner, how was it? Romantic, candlelight, your feelings?
Well, there's like these little toys and drinks, and he kept playing with them and throwing cards all over the place. And
That's
kind
right,
of
it was great.
embarrassing.
It was really fun. I had a great time.
Okay, all right, Buff. How about the limo ride back here to the CampMidnite studios?
Well, he's kind of a geek.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't understand. What is there? Because I really like you a lot. I mean, what do you mean I'm a geek?
Well, I'll tell you what, Debbie, let me just help you out here for just a moment, because, as you know, our CampMidnite audience chose this couple, Debbie and Buff, to go out to a date together. Now, I will pay again for another date, all expenses paid on Camp Midnight, if you'll go out with Buff one more time. What do you say?
No.
What? No? No, what do you mean no? Wait, what do you mean no? Wait, all right, do you have, what about your mom? Will your mom go out with me or anything? Or you
Okay, I'll tell you what, Debbie.
I can't believe it. I mean, that's really not I don't understand, you know?
Somebody help Buff. Let me salvage you from this. Debbie, good luck. You're on your way. You're a free woman again. And please accept a USA beach towel from us for your troubles. All right? There you go. Thank you very much. Okay? All right? Okay. Cupid arrow shot and landed someplace on the back wall on that one. But thank you, and good luck to you as Valentine's Day comes around the corner. Our next guest portrays the good-natured transfer student from India on the ABC TV hit series Head of the Class. And we all watch that. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm Camp Midnight welcome for Jorey Hussein. Jorey, how are you? Good to see you. Slip that right on there and pull up a bench, Jorey.
All right, let's do that.
How are you?
Well, it's good to be here. I feel like the happiest girl in the world right now.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Did you get any of the sex stuff when that lady left a while ago? Did she give you anything?
No, but I did get her telephone number, and I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, well, how about Debbie? You want her?
Where is she?
Well, she just left our Cupid.
Okay. I guess that's out.
The third season. You're in your third season of the show.
Yeah,
Are you still having a good time?
Yeah.
Thank you. Head of the class.
Yeah, still having a very good time on the show. My character's evolving, changing a little bit. The first year on the show, I had a very thick Indian accent.
Yeah.
And this year, my accent is pretty much gone. And I'm dressing a lot better. No more polyester pants. I don't know. It begins to itch after a while, you know.
Pronounce the name of the character for me.
Jawaharlal.
Jawaharlal.
As in Jawaharlal Nehru, which is where I believe they got.
Okay. How did you excuse away the fact of the change of the character?
Well, just the idea that most foreigners who come to another country after a while tend to lose their accent and become more a part of the society norm, so to speak. Of course, we don't believe in that. Well, no, and that's why we're here.
You know, you spend a lot of time on the set with a lot of great fellow actors and actresses. Is everything okay, smooth? Everybody like each other?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I think it's gotten better this year. And I'm not one to say, oh, you know, we're like a family, because I think, you know, each person only has one family, and that doesn't necessarily mean that things on the set are not terrific, because they are. But you know, it's work, and we're there to work. And we managed to have fun at the same time, so it works out nicely.
You know, when I received all the information on Jorey to read before Jorey was going to come on, there was like volumes and volumes of interviews that have been done with you in Teen Magazine and Tiger Beat, and say, my gosh, you're all over the place.
Yeah, those are kind of fun to do, just in the sense that it gives you an opportunity to communicate with an audience of my age, which is the audience that watches the show.
Well, what do you want to do as you look down the road a ways? What do you want to do? What would be the ultimate situation for you?
Let's see. Well, I'd like to get into writing, directing, and acting. That kind of a thing. I'd like to.
I read somewhere that you wanted to do that at a young age and try to conquer this whole thing before.
Right. Well, that's pretty much my objective, is to do a film, act in it, direct in it, that kind of a thing. And I decided I wanted to be an actor by the age of 9. And I generally have a tendency to caution people who are interested in acting at a later point in life, because you know, 99% of the actors in Hollywood are not working, and it's a shame, because there are many, many talented people out there, but it's a very tough industry. So it has to be something that you will die for, or I would suggest you refrain from doing so.
It's a little final, I would say.
Yeah.
What do you do for fun? What do you do when you're off the set, at home? What do you have around the house? What would we find if we walked into your place?
Probably my keyboard, my piano. I like to fool around with that.
All right.
Kind of a dilettante at that. I like to collect vintage movie posters.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. They're just kind of interesting, older ones, because I think Hollywood is missing a certain mystique that it used to have. The actors and actresses were sort of larger than life, and that mystique is kind of gone, and I miss that. I hope that's something that we can bring back eventually.
Are they of value of any kind? Are they expensive?
No. Basically. Well, I guess my primary interest right now is kind of exercising. And do you exercise? Do you work out?
I try to hang out with people that do.
So it rubs off on you.
Yeah.
I'd say there are like 2 or 3 women at the gym that I go to who use the Stairmaster. It like recreates walking up the stairs. And I'd say they're like on this machine for 2 or 3 hours and just panting and sweating and panting and sweating and panting and sweating. And you know, after an hour of all this panting and sweating, I want to sit down and light up a cigarette. You know? It's overwhelming to me.
Jorey, the difference in our ages, I can no longer pant and sweat for an hour. Okay, so you're going to have to do it for me. Thanks for being on Camp Midnite.
It's a pleasure.
It's great. I look forward to meeting you.
I like the show, and I love the network.
Well, we'll watch you. ABC's Head of the Class, and please, B&S, bite and sign a cup for us for our Cup Wall of Fame before you leave. There you go. Jorey Hussein, folks. We'll be back. Friday night, Camp Midnite, you're there, we're here on the USA Network, and hi, who are you?
Laura Caswell.
Where are you from, Lori?
I'm from Tahunga.
All right, do you like this group coming up here?
These kids are great, they've got a hit on their hands.
All right, good, well we're glad to have them with us, fortunate to have our next guest with us singing their new single, Seeds I've Sown, from their new album, Straight Through Time. Here it is. Please welcome the Broken Homes.
Well, the Broken Homes, thank you very much.
Clive Sohn, The Broken Homes. Mike Doman, welcome to Camp Midnight. How are you?
Thank you very much. I'm just fine.
Boy, thanks for coming on the show. That's a great song. I like it. Take a moment here. Let's start over here and introduce the guys of the band. All the way up there at Scooter's keyboard.
That's my friend Jim Swallow on the keys.
All right, yeah.
This is James Ashurst here on the bass.
Okay.
Over here we have the man with the snow white tan, Mr. Craig Ross.
All right, Craig. Hey.
Back on drums, Michael Graves.
All right, Michael. God. Where'd the name The Broken Homes, where'd you come up with that name?
Well, we were going to call the band Dick Clark Productions, but that seemed to be taken.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that was left.
How'd you guys all get together? How'd you hook up?
Wasn't Craig?
Well, it was basically through a lie, Dick.
Yeah.
I put an ad in a recycler, which is local classifieds. And, I claimed that I had management and a record contract. And I got here.
You fell for it?
I fell for it.
All right.
The rest is history.
All right. Well, let's get out there and take care of picking up that album, Straight Through Time. All right.
Straight line through time.
Straight line through time. All right. Straight line through time. I'll buy one and read it. Okay. Good. Thank you guys for being on Camp Midnight. We're back in a minute. Thank you. Folks, yeah, I'm going to show you one more time because I want these guys to like me when they leave, okay? Straight line through time. There you go. Get out, get it. You'll love it. The Broken Homes, okay? Matter of fact, they just left Kansas City, Missouri, my hometown, in a concert earlier this evening. They're going up to Omaha, Nebraska to perform up there tomorrow night, so maybe you can catch them in Omaha. Hi, Omaha. Here we've got, what a great show we've had. I had a good time, and thank you, Burt Ward, for coming by. We've got Lois Bromfield who was in, Paul Wilson, Freddie Wellman, thank you. Jorey Hussein, The Broken Homes, thank guys. Good luck on the road. Our regulars, Caroline Schlitt and Tony Forkish. Next week, listen to this show. We've got Dana Sparks from L.A. Law coming up, comic Don Reed. We've also got Jason Hervey from The Wonder Years. Tom Sharp will be along, and Professor Robert Wild in his Traveling Psychics Roadshow, only here on this kind of stuff on Camp Midnight. We'll see you next week, okay?